Hey everyone, welcome back to Brownlow Books. What time is it? It's review time. So I read Notes from My Captivity by Kathy Parks. I randomly selected this book on my bookshelf. I have a spinner on my phone. It picks the shelf. It picks the number book on that shelf. It picked this because I was overwhelmed with choice and was like, oh my god, I'm gonna read something that's like supposedly great. I'm gonna hate it because of the mood I'm in, and I was just like, ugh. So I let it pick randomly. This is what I got. Not mad at all. So, summary of the book. Adrian wants to be a reporter, so she goes with her stepdad on an anthropological dig to find this like family of hermits that lives in the Siberian woods. Her favorite journalist ever has like debunked a story that Dan, her stepdad, wrote, and so she kind of countered it and was like, there's no proof that these guys exist, you're just crazy, you're a crazy old man. And like, so the university's like, oh my god, and she's like, I gotta go, like, one last chance to go find them, kind of thing. And so he takes her with him, which is a poor choice. So this book is broken down into 3 parts. Part 1 is adventure, part 2 is survival, and then part 3 is just weird. There is magical realism to this book. And while it doesn't come out of nowhere, it is kind of odd. Because I don't see it as magical realism. I'm like, these bitches are on drugs. So, not gonna give away all of it. But, yeah. I mean, Adrian is fine. She's like your typical sarcastic teen, and she's like, I hate my stepdad, but like, justice for Dan, that man did fucking nothing wrong, and like, she just shit on him all the fucking time. And it's like, bitch, I know your dad is dead, but like, Dan's being a really nice guy, so maybe stop trying to ruin his life? Yeah, I did not like her attitude in the first part. I was just like, really? I know you're 17, but like, your entire life is wrapped up in ruining your stepdad's life because he married your mom after your dad died. 7 years after. Like, it was a little frustrating in that point. Justice for Dan. But, yeah. As you can probably tell from the title, they do find the hermits. Captivity. I don't want to give away too much about it, but like, this book as a whole is like about grief and love and like I said, survival against like these things that want to like bring you down. And so like the book, well, having her as a very typical sarcastic kind of teen, is actually like, I feel like more mature than your sort of typical young adult novel would be. Then again, most of my young adult novels have been like, my best friend's mad at me and my boyfriend might break up with me and like, I don't know what to do. But yeah, it feels a lot more mature. The way that Adrian matures in it is like really nice. Like, it's a 180 from the beginning of the book to the end of the book. Like, this is an entirely different girl. So I mean, I do appreciate that. I mean, this book could have done things, and it did not do the said things, and it's actually pretty nice. I mean, if you're any kind of, like, outdoorsy person, like, the survival part of this is really gonna be your jam. Especially if you've ever, like, wanted to run away to a shack in the woods. It's just very nice in that manner. And like the family dynamics of it all between different families, 2 different families that we see. How much do I tell you? Yeah, like I said, part 3 is just kind of weird. That's where most of the magical realism happens. And also a really weird, it's not really weird wrap up, but the wrap up to this whole thing is very jolting and sudden. But on, like, it does sort of honor what the book is trying to do at the same time. So I'm not mad at it. It's just sort of quick, and you're like, oh, like part 3 is definitely the shortest part. But yeah, I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I liked it. It has 2,257 ratings on Goodreads and has 3.86 stars. I think in those there was some people who just really did not like this. They were like, what was that? But like, don't go in with expectations and it'll kind of surprise you, I think. I mean, that's how I did it. I was like, random book off a shelf. Let's read it. And I read it in like 2 afternoons. 2 and a bit afternoons. I was like, I'm not ready for the end of this yet. I'm gonna wait. But like, I could have finished it right then and there and been fine. So yeah, if you like young adult, but you're over the typical romances of like, and you know, whiny teenagers, this is probably gonna be interesting to you. I liked it. I don't know. It was, I don't want to say it feels very realistic because obviously it's very odd, but it does have some nice points. It does have some nice things. I didn't hate any moment when I was reading it. So, it's probably all I have to say about that. There is a woman in it that I love. Don't get attached. That's all. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you around next time.